Hi, everybody, and welcome back to this week's edition of Will and Wise,
the Dog Show Drive.
Yes, I'm Will Alexander.
And I'm Y.
You certainly are.
Every
This
week
week on the Dog Show Drive, we're going to talk about Dandie Dinmont Day.
Dandie
June 6th was
Dinmont
Dandie Dinmont Day.
Yay!
And it was an exciting event. We're also going to talk about, I forget now, the World Dog Show.
Yes.
And Woofstock.
Yes.
We also have a segment with Marlene Ness to talk about what her and Mark went through last week. It was devastating.
Horrific.
But because of their preparedness, they got through it. So
yes,
you need to listen to this, all you dog show people out there.
Yep.
And then we have more rules. But this week we have rules that aren't really rules.
rules.
And Kennel and Bench. All that.
And more.
On this week's edition of Will and Wise,
the Dog Show Drive.
Enjoy, guys. Hi, Y.
I will.
We just got through our pre-podcast meeting, right? Or is it post or pre?
No, it's pre. It's pre. It's before the before.
We'll do one afterwards. We have one of those too.
Sometimes, depending on if one of us has to go do something. But anyway, hi.
Hi there. How was your weekend? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I had the local dog show here, so I partaked in it.
Yeah, I had a dog entered there too.
Yes, you did. Your dog did very well.
Yeah.
She swept the hound group. Yeah. And she also got best in show and
reserve.
Yeah, very good. Well worth the trip. They had they got the girls that came up. It was it was Tracy, Kim, and Chris Dowling.
Chris Dowling, yeah.
Yeah, they apparently
they all come together.
They had two vehicles, but they stayed at an Airbnb apparently, like right 5 minutes down the road from the.
Good.
It's a really nice area where that show is held. It's on Lakeshore Drive, which is on Lake Superior, so it's right across from Wild Goose Bay Park
Brewery.
No, it's just a park. So, but it's that club's doing that's the Thunder Bay Kennel and Training Club, and they're doing a very good job of trying to make that site work. There's some people complain about it, but I mean it's a good site. I like it.
Yeah.
So I didn't have I forgot that I needed a generator because there's not power there, and I was lucky enough that I did have another friend that would have a generator available because Faith left ours in America at her boyfriend's. So I was like, thanks. And Faith wasn't around because she went to America to go to some diesel drag races or something like that. Yes. But, and then
she's moving up.
Yeah. And then we went for dinner with our good friend Annie Seppo. And her friend Jeff, yes, and he was up, still showing the toy poodles. And
no miniatures anymore, just toys.
No more miniatures. We've all vetoed her on the miniatures. She just, she's getting up there.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
are we all?
Yes, we are. Trust me, I know. Anyhow, but it was we had good weather. Good weather for the show. Wasn't too cold or too rainy or too windy. We were supposed to get a lot of rain, but we didn't. So.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than that at a show.
Was there a hot dog stand?
Yes, there was.
Oh, I like hot dog stands.
And I'm going to tell you, great hot dogs. Great.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes the whole show,
Yep. One of the exhibitors.
Ask Bob Whitney. He likes going and get a hot dog stand.
Well, we were hoping this hot dog stand was coming to my show because it'd be great, but I don't know. I think he might be booked somewhere else. So
yeah. Well, last week when I talked about going to the Guess Who. The normal hot dog stand I go to downtown by the AC Center, which is at the Scotia Center, sorry, it's gone. So my sister's like, "Oh my God, where are we getting a hot dog?" I said, "Well, I know the other guy at the other end by the gardener. He has hot dogs. There's a hot dog stand there. It's pretty good." I said, "But last time I saw him, he had no teeth." She said, "Oh, well, we're just buying hot dogs from him." So I get there, and there's a young guy there. I'm like, "Oh, the young guy is there." Well, then after we get the hot dogs, this other guy shows up. Same guy, no teeth. He still hasn't got teeth, but good hot dogs.
Good hot dogs. That's all that matters. Yeah. Everyone, good street meat.
Yeah, street dogs.
Street meat. Yes. So, and you went to the dog. You went to go watch, right?
Well, Saturday I did all day private lessons at Love A Canine in Kingston, Savannah Vince's training center. I did private lessons all day long from 9 o'clock till like 5 o'clock. So it was fun.
Yeah.
And then I went to the dog show the next day, went to East Shores the next day because I had a couple dogs in it I wanted to look at and see how they were doing, and then watch some things and see some friends,
Yeah.
So that's what I did. It was fun. It was so hot though. You don't notice the sun when you're there. But the next day I'm in the shower, I'm thinking, "Why does the top of my head hurt so much?" As the water's beating down on it. Because I have no insulation, I have no cover anymore. So it burnt.
It looks like cover, but it's not really cover.
It's not really. It's just magic marker.
That dusting powder, right?
Yeah. But it was still a fun weekend. It was fun.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So now we have this is the least favorite part of our show.
Yes.
Yep.
Had two well-known people pass within the last,
and they're both a shock and tragic, but one is more so than the other because of the age difference.
Yeah.
Like we lost Kim Griffith, and if you know Kim Griffith was a great. He was known for Newfoundlands and being a great Newfoundland handler.
Yeah.
And he was a legend in the breed, really, a pioneer. It was really a sad time. And I don't think he was expected. I don't know if he had been ill or not. We didn't find out that news, but we still lost him. And it looks like we lost him on the 4th of June. Yeah. So, but then we just got this in yesterday, which is, I don't say it's Thursday. We got this in on Monday. Lynn Meyer, just shocking, just shocking. And KC Field Rep, retired professional handler from the Meyer family, which is knee deep in the lore of dog shows. And we lost Brian last year. So Lynn Meyer, we lost her. The dog show community is heartbroken by the sudden passing of longtime AKC executive field rep, respected breeder, and former professional handler Lynn Meyer. Lynn touched so many people, and she was a mentor to so many people. It's just shocking. We're all about the same age. And, it's really a hard one to take.
And the number of people that posted, I just spoke to her, or I talked to her last night. It was just heart-wrenching to, and it's just.
I was in shock. Luke Eric sent me the message, and I was just in shock. I couldn't believe it. Just because, she's our age. She's us.
Yes, exactly. So.
I knew she had some issues. I think it was last year, but I saw her not that long ago, and she looked great.
Me as well.
Yeah, so my heart goes out to Cindy and the rest of the family.
Yep, to Kent, her brother, and her husband Michael. Yeah, very,
very, very, very sad.
Yes, condolences also to Kim Griffith's family and friends too. So, all right.
It's a hard part of our show.
Yeah, like to go 1 week without any of these.
Yeah, it's getting that's less. But there was some. We received an email from Mike Macbeth, though.
Yes, we did.
Yes, and she announced something very exciting. You can tell them. Go ahead. You can tell them. Oh. Or you want me to tell them?
No, I can do it.
Well, I can do it if you want.
Okay, you do it then.
All right. We received an email from Mike and Beth informing us of a truly unique purebred dog event, really. The World Dandie Dinmont Terrier Day, a global celebration of that rare breed. And she was so excited when I interviewed her last year, and she told me about this, and she was excited back then.
Of course she would be.
Yes. So when she sent me the message this past Saturday, June 6th, dog lovers around the world came to celebrate World Dandie Dinmont Terrier Day, a remarkable international event dedicated to one of the world's rarest and most endangered dog breeds. With fewer than 250 Dandie Dinmont Terrier puppies born worldwide each year, fanciers of this ancient and beloved breed are working together to raise awareness and help secure its future. And that's true. Like when you go to a dog show, the Dandie people stick together. They stay to watch who wins in the group. They stay to cheer them on. And if one wins the group, well, geez, look out, It doesn't matter who it is. What makes this event so special is its scale. Gatherings of Dandie Dinmont Terriers are being organized in 23 countries across the globe, stretching from Australia through Asia and Europe, across the United Kingdom and Ireland, and on to North America. At exactly 2 p.m. local time in each location, Dandies and their owners gathered to introduce to the public this loyal, affectionate, and distinctive breed. Organizers estimate that as many as 90% of the world's Dandie Dinmont Terrier population could participate in this one-day event, a remarkable show of dedication from a breed community determined to see the Dandie thrive for generations to come. In Canada, 3 major gatherings were planned: Harbour Square Park at Harbourfront in Toronto, William Howlak Park in Edmonton, Alberta, and White Rock Museum in White Rock, British Columbia. Those who couldn't attend what's that?
That's nice.
It is. It's very exciting. Those who couldn't attend in person could follow celebrations throughout the day on Facebook to the World Dandie Dinmont Terrier Day Canada page and watch as Dandie Dinmont enthusiasts from around the world showcase this charming and historic breed. It's a wonderful reminder that preserving rare breeds takes passion, commitment, and a community willing to come together. And few breeds inspire that kind of devotion quite like the Dandie Dinmont Terrier. From all of us, the Dog Show Drive, we wish the Dandie Dinmont community a successful World Dandie Dinmont Terrier Day and continued success in preserving the unique piece of canine history. And I spoke to Mike afterwards, well, before it actually happened, and she told me that she would write in and let me know exactly what happened. So maybe we'll just get her on the show because her energy is
off the charts.
Oh yeah, it's just it'll get everybody going. So
yeah, she's a great orator, as they say. Yes, she is. Yes, very much so. All right. Well, that's. I was trying to look it up on the Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
World Dandie Dinmont. Oh, I found it. Oh, from the World Dog Show. There's a whole bunch. Oh my goodness, from Canada.
Oh yeah, when she does something, she does something big.
So for our listeners out there, if you're looking to see pictures of it, I just typed into my search Dandie Dinmont Terrier dog, and boom, came right up. So there's some on for the love of purebred dogs. Yep, it's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mike goes all out. She worldwide. Yep. She has a long reach.
Yes. And then the World Dandie Dinmont Terrier Day will also come up. They're such a cute breed. They really are. They are a cute breed with their big expressive eyes.
So that was exciting and that was uplifting. So now we go back to.
So, I know, but you take this away because you spoke to Marlene.
Yeah.
So last week, explain what happened.
Yeah, last week Marlene Ness and Mark Ragusa, they're married and they have the kennel in Connecticut, and they show dogs professionally, and they breed American Cocker Spaniels. Well, they had the worst nightmare of any dog person.
Yeah.
They turn the corner onto their street where their house was that they lived, and they saw smoke coming. They couldn't quite see where it was coming from, and when they got closer, they realized it was from their kennel.
That just would.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they thank the Lord if they're whatever. They thank everyone, thank whoever's out there
the
that
powers
nobody
that
got
be.
hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. No dogs, no people. Marlene and Mark got the dogs out, and it's incredible. I just got goosebumps again. I was speaking. I had her on the show. I spoke to her yesterday, and we're going to play the video after we do this. And it was very. You've got to listen to her. It was heart wrenching. Like it was like it was both of us had our moments, but if it wasn't for the preparedness and almost like our school drills, like that's what they
Yeah.
do. Apparently, the AKC asks you to when you register your kennel, you have a prepared list. But Marlene will talk about it. So here we are. We're going to have Marlene talk about what happened to them last week. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Dog Show Drive. As promised, I have Marlene Ness on here. Marlene Ness and Mark Ragusa, her husband, they went through the most, I can't even imagine the devastating thing they could possibly go through last week. They had a house fire, but on the brights, if there is a positive side of it, everybody got out safe. All the dogs are safe. Mar and Mark are safe. Mar and Mark. Hi, Mar.
Hello.
So I have Mara on here because I want to talk obviously about what happened to her and Mark and the dogs, but I also I want everybody to know what preparedness does. I, mean, it's hard, I know I can't even think. I'm getting goosebumps. I can't even think about how you prepare for such an event, but I guess you do, right? So,
Yeah.
hi, Mar. So, do you want to start from the beginning? What do you want to do?
Sure. I can just do a quick story, or how the day went. Obviously, not obviously, but I was preparing to come up to Erie this week
Yeah,
past weekend. And so I spent the morning outside, grooming dogs, getting things ready. Mark and I actually rearranged some of the pens and crates in the kennel, and about 12:30, put the dogs away for everybody, left to go pick up my feed manual that was coming up to the show. So we were gone roughly an hour, pulled onto our road, and I saw smoke. And Mark said to him, well, I think that's a fire. And he said, is it our house? I don't think that's our house. As we got closer, I was like, yep, that's our house. So we behind it. I don't even think he was stopped before I opened the door, ran down driveway.
Resume.
Okay, so yeah, we had just gotten pulled up to the driveway. I ran down to the kennel. The dog warden was actually already at our house. In our town,
Wow.
dog wardens are police officers, but they know
Mm-hmm.
we have the dogs as we do have a breeding kennel license. So, we're legit. And he was just by chance going home, and he saw the smoke. So circled back to the house because he knew. And I blew by him. I just opened the kennel door. I saw the fire out of the corner of my eye, but I knew the dogs were there, and I just went in. And fortunately for me, my dog's routines are I open all their crate doors and they all run outside. So those that knew that did that, and I did have to carry a couple of them out. But by the time I got the last one out, firefighters were there, and it was pretty engulfed in flames. So
That's incredible, Marlene. Oh my God.
the wind actually picked up a little bit, and thanks to the fire chief, marshal, whichever one, they saved our house. The flames started blowing towards the house, and they were right there to with their huge hoses to push the flames back. So they saved our house, but there's significant fire damage to the kitchen area and a lot of smoke and water. But the house is intact, and we were very fortunate that our valuables and things are all saved. So, we're more fortunate than a lot of people in fire situations. So I count that blessing.
That's just incredible.
Yeah.
So after you got the dogs out and they were all safe and the fire department was doing their job, what did you do? What went through your head and what was your next move?
I mean, because for us, I'm prepared
You're
through
always
AK.
prepared.
I tried. But through AKC, you're supposed to have an emergency response or emergency preparedness plan, whatever you want to call it. So for years, I have always kept extras in my van, extra beds, buckets, bowls. That stuff's always in my van. Buckets are always in, all of the crates in there as well. Because I travel so much, I always have copies of rabies certificates. So all I got to do is grab a bag of food and run in an emergency. Fire is slightly different than, weather related or things, I think, because fire happens.
Right.
But thankfully, I was mostly prepared, and the dogs are used to travel. So they they were scared, of course, but
Sure.
handled being tossed into their crates and into the van, and away we go, kind of thing. And we had a lot of neighbors, a lot of police around. We actually went down to the PD today with some pizzas for them, and a lot of them knew that as soon as they got the call, the street, that there were dogs. We had extra hands helping us get all of the dogs where they needed to be. So I find that we're very fortunate. And we froze up again. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Hang on,
Yeah.
I paused.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
So yeah, with extra hands, it helped considerably get dogs into the vehicle. And from there, we had to just wait till they could finish their job.
You had to wait there? You had to wait while they were doing their job at the, wow.
Well, the
I
roads were
guess,
blocked. We live on a dead end, and so all ways onto our street were blocked off. Nobody was getting on or off of our street. So I just pulled the van up, put the air on, and watched.
well, that'd be hard too. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
AKC has a preparedness thing that you follow, or
So
yeah,
when you have an AKC inspection, which many years ago we did, they do random ones as well as some that, and you have to, and it can be just as simple as that. You've got copies of paperwork. You have it written down that when fire is going to come or weather related issues, I've got my bin and it's got all my emergency paperwork in it, and I grab that and I grab the dogs and I run. So, and on top of everything else, I was prepared for fire because, like everybody, everyone is definitely afraid that could happen. We have a baby monitor in the kennel where we could hear it because it's a detached building. I had a working smoke detector, and I know it was working because it was going off when I arrived. And I even have a fire extinguisher in the kennel and at our back door, but we weren't home.
right.
So even, as much as prepared as we were, we were extremely lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, so the preparedness is, see, Mark's in the background.
Yeah.
You need to know, he's saying you need to know what your plan is going to be when you're going to do it. If it's weather related, I always had to be a little bit prepared because of his job. At the slight chance I had to leave and he didn't. So you just got to know, right? This is what I was saying. There's your tote. I actually was talking with Ashley, and she said, I didn't think of those things, which is why I thought this would be important, because people don't realize. Keep copies of your rabies, copies of your AKC or CKC papers, any other important information, dog information. If you, obviously CKC dogs are microchipped, make sure those microchip numbers are on paperwork somewhere, and you've got copies of all of that stuff.
So I see you're at a hotel.
Yeah.
What is happening? Is insurance involved now, or
We haven't, fortunately for us also, we do have insurance, so we're extremely lucky that way. So they're covering some of these costs for now. They're looking for a place for us to stay, which is difficult when you have dogs. So that's another thing to maybe think about. You have a backup plan if you've got multiple dogs. finding a house for 8 dogs, that just doesn't exist. We think we may have found a place with friends that have an apartment and they've got a kennel and they'll have room for the dogs. So we're pretty sure we're okay there, but that's another thing to be prepared for. If you've got a lot of dogs, where you can go. Not all hotels are accepting, and finding Airbnbs isn't always easy either.
Yeah. I remember when John Griffith had the house fire a couple of years
Yeah.
ago now. And after the initial fire, they were safe too. They got all the dogs out as well.
Yeah.
And they moved away for a while, and then they put a mobile home. Was it a mobile home? Or was it a big
They put a
trailer?
trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were there for because I would stop and see them and bring them things, and
Yeah.
we'd stop and coffee and talk about hockey and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
And several people have said that to us that have had issues. The unfortunate thing for us is the way our property is laid out, it's not possible. We have a pretty steep hill going down to where our house is, and we couldn't get a trailer down that. So for us, but that is something else that could have happened or been covered by insurance if we had a layout for that.
God, I'm just so happy that you're both okay, and knowing you as long as I've known you, I knew you'd have a backup plan. I knew you'd be ready somewhat, but still, how do you be ready for that? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We're very 5 more minutes and that would have been a different outcome for sure. Yeah. But so I try to not think about that.
Exactly. Me too.
And of course, we have to appreciate everybody I have to do a shout out to everybody who's reached out and they offer to send you anything that you need. Obviously there's been a lot of donations, which everything has been overwhelming, good and bad. That stuff has all been good, overwhelming. So.
Yeah, we are one big family when it comes down to it. So. All right. Well, I better get off too. Okay. All right. Thanks, Mark. I'm just glad you're both okay.
Thanks, Will.
And the dogs. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Yeah. So that was exhausting, but I'm just thankful my friends are okay and their dogs are okay, and just the preparedness that. Well, if anyone knows Marlene, how she organizes things. There's no question that she and Mark would be like this in emergencies as well.
Yeah. So, but I mean, for the rest of us, you always think it's never going to happen to me. Right. And honestly, I mean, I might only have 1 or 2 dogs in my house, but nonetheless, if something were to happen, would I have information? Like, would I have any of that data on my dogs? Would I have, do I have an extra crate somewhere or, bowls or food, like any of that stuff? Right.
And after I finished talking to Mark, we were offline or off video. Mark would come on because Mark wouldn't come on the video. Yeah. But we were chatting and he said because they had almost done like school drills, they knew exactly what like Mark went in one door, she went in the other door, and they just systematically went through and all their dogs were already trained to go running out from to the yard. So it was just like Mark said, it was like clockwork. Wow. But I don't know if it was on the video or not, but I was talking to Mara about it. It got so hot that she thought her back was on fire. Obviously, it wasn't, but she got out. But she felt like it was. She felt like when she got outside that she thought that she was going to have to roll or pat or Mark would have to put her out or something. That's how fast it moved.
Oh, it does. It just gets so hot so fast.
I had a hard time listening just because it was like you don't want to think that way. It's just oh my gosh. Yeah. And for them to have the wherewithal to be prepared. Like you said, most people aren't. They're not. Yeah. And I don't know if the CKC has the same thing, but maybe they should look into that.
Oh, for sure. Some sort of policy. Yeah.
Yeah. For any registered kennels, when they go to register a kennel, they also have to have this.
Yes. Exactly.
Fire extinguishers. Yeah. Those fire retardant blankets. All those things available.
Yeah. And even, like when we were talking about this prior to the show, like I said, I remember being at one of our dog shows where a building caught on fire, where there was grooming in that building. And so even, even when you get to a dog show, you should take a look around, see, like, be aware of your surroundings, because you never know what might happen. Like, how many of us come to the dog show with like hanky, extension cords and stuff like that? You never know. And it might not be yours, but it might be somebody else's. And you never know
Without a doubt, there's an extension cord on the property that's not safe. Without
a doubt. And even hair dryers, there's lots of bad hair dryers.
Hair wetters, yeah.
Right? And so you just need to make sure you just be aware of your surroundings, and to help, and to be ready and take a look, because it can happen so fast. And I don't know, we are a very flammable group, to be quite honest with you, because of dog hair and dust and all of that. Like, it's crazy. But
that's horrifying. There's been horrifying stories over the years about kennels being lost to fires. And like in my closeness, there was when Gary passed away in '86, Gary McDonald. He was in a house fire, and he got all his dogs out except for his own dog, and he succumbed to smoke at the door trying to get his own dog out. And I went. It was in Beamsville, Flyer Road in Beamsville, and afterwards I went to the site like a week later, and it was eerie. It was so eerie, and there was nothing left. Like, they went up. And I found he used to wear a red Alex Smith cap.
Yeah, I
found that, and it smelled the smoke, but I did my best. I think I still have it somewhere. But it was. So I in the video I got at the end, I got a little verklempt, a little emotional. And I think, of course, it was Mar, because Mar's so dear to me, because she worked for me, and I love them both. But I think the combination was reminding me of
for sure. Yeah.
And like when Gary passed away, that was a tumultuous time in my life, because I went from being an assistant to a professional handler, right? And but it's a scary thought. Yeah. And I'm glad it was okay, and it looks like they're going to be okay.
I'm really happy that for as terrible as it was, the outcome was not nearly as tragic as it could have been.
And like, both of them are heroes for saving the dogs, but then there's the heroes outside that are now helping them. Yeah. I don't know if they want to mention names, so I won't mention any names. But like, someone is giving them their apartment and kennel space until their house is rebuilt, basically. Because the house did take some damage, even though the kennel was separate. The house got damaged because of the fire.
Yeah, and Marlene did say that the fire departments were incredible.
Yes, they got there. They did their job. Yeah.
So, well. So hopefully everyone can take a little away from that and try and have your own preparedness.
And think about Mar and Mark, and give them their best, and your best.
Yes.
So,
yes. All right. Okay.
Now what?
Let's go back up on a high. So this past week, I guess it's been a week, right? A week of the World Dog Show. World Dog Show. Held in Bologna, Italy.
You did it.
I know how to say it.
Has a first name.
Yes, it's Bologna.
Bologna.
And then it had an entry of 31,000 dogs.
Yeah.
Yes, over all of its events. Best in show was the Italian Greyhound Tenuta di Riegi de Luna. And I'm not even going to try. Well,
I didn't Google those names. I'm sorry.
Yes.
How do you pronounce owner Allevamento di Riegi de Luna?
Yes. And then reserve best in show was Artistry's Aslan All That Is Good, the Pomeranian, which we've seen quite a bit of over here in North America. And owner by Persic Marnia.
Marina.
Yeah. Yes. And the judge was Claudio De Giuliani.
Is it the other way around? Did Giuliani Claudio?
No, I don't think so, because I saw he's coming up on on our show Spotlight, on the panel on our show Spotlight. I'm pretty sure.
Our show? Megan, why didn't you tell me they go on the show? I would have baked a cake or something.
Speaking of exhausting. Anyway, but we have a couple of shout outs for the World Dog Show. Bowie and Sarah Petrie garnered a group second under Judge Biondi de Ciabatti. Ilaria. Oh, good Lord. Congratulations to Patty, Sarah, and Mark. That's outstanding. Yay, Bowie. That is great. And we also, I think both of us, we watched the sporting group, or it was group 8, I believe. And we watched Devin win with the Chessie.
Oh, yeah, with Chessie. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Coda, yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Calvin Devin's dog. Yeah, that's great. A great week. And it's such a competitive, and he was competitive all week long. He placed in, I think, 2 of the groups at least. Oh,
yeah. Oh, that was great. Yeah. All right. And then the other fun show that was being held in America was Woofstock in California. Mm-hmm. So on Saturday at the Contra Costa County Kennel Club, judged by Mrs. Patricia Trotter. Total entry was 1,879 dogs. It was
That's a good entry.
Yeah, it was the Dalmatian. Spotlight's Dappled Shining Light. And handled by
friends of the show, Anthony and Darcy Cantor.
Yes. And owned by Arnell Withlew and Jay Mish. And bred by Jamie C. Beam, M. Kalia, and C. Jackson. And reserve winner's dog. I'll be fine. Reserve runner-up.
Reserve best in show was.
Thank you. Summer Winds Light Up at Brinton Hall, and that is a miniature American Shepherd shown by Larry Fenner, owned by W&P Zagrandny, and bred by...
How come John Smith doesn't own dogs?
No. Why not? Only when I'm not trying to get through these things. And by Elward. And then Sunday's winner, with the Best in Show judge being Mr. Daryl Weiss for an entry of 1,744. And that was Aim High Side Bet, the Smooth Fox
Wager.
Yeah, Dodger. Bred by Amy Rutherford, bred and handled by Amy Rutherford, and owned by B. Miller, P. Holson, H. Zimmerman, and Amy. And
would it have been funny if there had been a Jay Smith there too?
That would have just been hilarious. Yep. And the reserve Best in Show was the Dalmatian from the previous night, Spotlight's Dappled Shining Light.
Yeah, what a great show.
Yeah, that was awesome. So there's some great photos up on Facebook on they all dressed in hippies, We should
love children, the hippie time, Woodstock.
Yeah. Yes. So, but we have an exciting save the date coming up.
Oh, yes.
Our friends out west, their super match, hosted by the Tailgate Kennel Club, our friends. So the date is July 17th and 18th at the Wet Noses in Carsland, Alberta. Entry fee is for $25 for the match. So Friday, July 17th, there's an all-breed handling seminar. The instructors will be Shannon Shear, Elise Furnett.
Are you listening?
Colin Brownlee.
Oh, friends of the show. They're all friends of the show.
Yes. And then Saturday, here's some more exciting news. At the super match, the judge will be none other than Ms. Taffy McFadden.
Mrs. Taffy McFadden.
From Acampo, California in USA. Yeah. Previously from BC.
Oh, that'll be a fun weekend. I wish I could be there. That'll be fun with all those people together. Oh, that'll be so much fun.
Yes. So best in match is the cash prizes,
maybe next year.
Yeah. We have to plan our calendar better.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to be at this show as well this year, and I just couldn't make the dates. I was busy. Maybe next year.
Yes, so they're giving over $1,700 in cash prizes to be awarded, including all group placements. So they have camping, RV camping on site. They have a pancake breakfast. They have a lunch. They have junior handling. They have CKC Trick Dog. There's a pool party. There's animal actors workshop. There's all kinds of stuff. So, and I did see
this is the Rain Trust of I think Shannon and Elise, and they started it during COVID.
Yes.
They have a show just and it's gone over.
Yeah.
Every year it's been a bigger event after bigger event. And I think they reached out to the Kennel Club to see if they could get a registered kennel as the Tailgate Kennel Club.
Yeah,
and they were denied.
They have been denied.
Yes. But I think this would be a great idea. I don't know why they're being denied, because obviously they're reaching the criteria with their matches and whatnot. Yeah. So I don't know why they're being denied. But.
Yes. So they will, the CKC has their reasons, as they do.
Yeah, I know. But Super Match was first put on by the CPHA, actually the PHAC, I think. No, it was CPHA did the first one. And there was a free weekend. I forget why there was a free weekend. But I remember Garrett Lambert did Best in Show. Mm-hmm. And it was a huge event. Like, I want to say there was 300 or 400 dogs there, and big winning dogs. And I remember Jack Ireland won Best in Show with his dog. What dog was it? Boxer dog. Oh, Night Watch.
Oh, okay.
Eric gave that dog Best in Show, but it was an incredible lineup. Incredible. Yeah. It was so much fun to be a part of. Yes. I was just a youngster.
Yes. Just a youngster. Now. Just like the young pup, young pup. Yeah, so that'll be fun. We'll probably plug this a couple more times before the date. But with that in mind, because we're all heading
back to some bad news.
Well, as we all start to camp at these dog shows, remember when camping this year? Don't be a jerk. So
don't be a jerk.
Don't be a jerk. Megan pulled this off of the internet for us, and this was off the West Coast dog shows. And this is like this. I would really like to thank the inconsiderate person who dumped their gray and black tanks down the storm drain in the RV lot at the Ventura County Fairgrounds. Better hope I never find out who you are. You have cost the Ventura Club Dog Fanciers Association between $20,000 and $30,000 in clean-out fees, as it is a closed system and has to be cleaned and sanitized and pumped several times. Again, thank you. People, come on. Come on. And then the Silver Falls Kennel Club replied, for Pete's sakes, do not dump your gray or black water in a storm drain. Only use RV dump stations. For most clubs, this could mean the end of their show. Yeah. And that's very, very, very much the truth.
It's true, yeah. I don't know. In our area, you used to be able to keep your gray water open, I think.
It would depend on the grounds often as well, right? Yeah.
So, but even then, you could tell when there was a gray water that was open, it was stinky. Even though it's not black water, obviously. Well, but yeah, I could be wrong about that. But when I was working for Gary, that there were some shows that you were allowed to have your gray water open.
Yeah. But even, and even if you're at a show site for a number of days, often that club has they call it the honeypot truck.
Johnny on the spot.
Yeah. So be aware, especially if you're going to be camping, make sure that you have, your time slot so that they come around and they'll clean you out so that this sort of stuff is not necessary. So,
exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly.
Keep it on. Show sites are very hard to get. Don't wreck it for everyone. Ta-da. All right.
Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Is now across Canada, brought to you by Canadian Dog Fanciers, showcasing Canada's top dogs.
And just so you know, we're at 42 minutes.
Oh my goodness, we're going to have to speed her up here,
we have to
William.
speed it up because we're just doing regular scheduled stuff now because there was a lot going on this week.
There was. All right, so across Canada, Thunder Bay Kennel and Training Club. This past weekend, it had 5 shows for a total entry of 425 dogs, down slightly from the previous year.
But it stayed pretty true. That's good.
Yep, it did. So that was excellent on their part. Erie Shores Kennel Club last weekend as well, and that's a 4-day show. 4 shows, and the total entry, because I did the math, is 1,731, which is down about 100 dogs from the previous year.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a large show.
Yeah, with the economy right now, the cost of living, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And with everyone saying how tight the spacing is at Erie Shores too, they still seem to pack them in there. Good job.
It's a wonderful event. You've been.
I loved when we went 2 years ago. Faith and I thought it was fantastic. Great facility.
It's just and they bring in exciting new judges as well as some really high profile judges, and they have so many specialties and so many extras. It's a fun event.
It
takes
really
a long time. It's a long day.
It is, but that's how it goes. Yes,
it's worth
even with the monsoon coming through once in a while.
Yeah, but if you have passion for this sport, this is what you want.
Yes,
you want to be able to sit and see the depth of the breeds, and then you want to see the different events. And they have like veterans and altered, and then when the veteran, and this veteran and altered, you get past great winners coming out for these events.
Yeah.
So we got to see some dogs that were number 1 dog all breed in the country in their day in this event. So
excellent. So, and then there was the South Shore Kennel Club in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, 4 shows at 435, and they unfortunately were down about 100 dogs also from the previous year. So
it's not too bad though.
No,
considering our cost of living these days, that's not so bad.
Yeah. So
it's hard on the clubs, but it's it's holding.
Yes. So reminders for closing: we have Vernon and District Kennel Club closing on Wednesday, June 17th at 9 p.m. and that's a classic show service show secretary. Then we have the Lakeland Kennel and Obedience Club closing also on Wednesday at 11 p.m. or when their limit is reached, and that show secretary is Arctic Dreams. And finally, the Chateauguay Valley Kennel Club closing on Tuesday, June 16th at 8 p.m., and that is a Diana Edwards show service show. And that was our Across Canada, brought to you by Canadian Dog Fancier, showcasing Canada's top dogs. And now on to our show spotlight, brought to you by Show Scene Magazine, the place to be seen. So Our first show spotlight, or our Canadian show spotlight, will be the Sault Ste. Marie Kennel Club, which closes on Wednesday, June. Come on, Megan, the 24th.
She's going to remember that, and she's going to file it away.
Yeah. So it's Wednesday, June 24th.
Stop picking on Megan. It was Yvonne, Megan. It wasn't me. I would have just rolled with it.
So you give me a headache. So anyway, this is an MJN show service. So the Sault Ste. Marie Kennel Club. I believe they have a new logo.
They do.
They do. This is all fancy schmancy, and it's confusing me. Anyway, they have 6 all-breed championship dog shows on Friday, July 10th through to Sunday, July 12th. They have 4 limited all-breed obedience trials and 4 limited all-breed rally trials. They have a specialty booster for American Cocker Spaniels. They have baby puppies on shows 1, 3, and 5. They have the owner-handler competition, so don't forget to check that box. Friday for show 1 and show 3. They also have Altered on shows 2 and show 4, and Veterans on show 2 and show 4. They have junior handling confirmation and obedience competitions on Saturday for confirmation and Sunday for the obedience. They also have CGN testing on Friday at 4 o'clock. Registrations can be done on site from 10 to 4 p.m. and the cost is $4 p.m. and the cost is $40. And this is at the YNCU Sue Pee Wee Arena. I looked at that and I was like, what is, oh, it's the location. Yes. Which is on Northern Avenue.
We
which
pronounce that.
We can. Anyway, so our judges for this show, Barbara Arndt, Carrie Bauer, Olga Gagne, Peter Laventhal Wolfish, Corinne Walker from Manitoba, and Elaine and Robert Whitney from Ontario as well.
I've heard of them.
I've heard of a few of these folks. So that's a lovely panel, though. That's a lovely panel. And like we said, the booster for American Cocker Spaniels will be on Sunday and will be judged by Barbara Arndt. There is a silent auction as well, which closes Sunday at noon.
Be quiet about it.
Yes. Shh. No one's supposed to know. I'm
feeling bitter, folks.
We have... So anyway, don't forget the entries open Wednesday, May 27th. So they've opened. Day of trial entries, cash only, and move-ups permitted at these trials. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know we did that.
Oh.
Do you see that? So obedience people. Yes.
No, you see the logo about the how long they've been in existence and what to wear
because
on
I'm trying to
July 11th.
Yes, I'm trying to get to that page. 60 years of shows, folks. 60 years. So on Saturday, July 11th, wear your 60s best. Don't miss it.
I was going. My 60s best was my diaper.
I wasn't even around. But
I could find something to wear.
That will be fun. That'll be
1966 to 2026. That's great. That's excellent.
Congratulations. Well, I hope the CKC.
I think my first time there was about 1974, 75.
Yes. Well, I hope the CKC sends them a cake.
Yeah, if I knew you were coming, I'd have picked a cake. Anyway,
so we have to move along because apparently we're short on time because we were yapping earlier.
Because there was a lot going on this week.
Yeah, so that was our show spotlight. Brought to you by Show Scene Magazine, the place to be seen.
That's for sure.
Yes. And now, on our scheduled programming, it is this week's topic brought to you by Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, where your success is our success.
And the next part.
Yes, you may.
Rules people thought were rules, but are not.
Exactly.
I always want to hear Grandpa from Lost Boys. Rules! We've got some rules around here. So, Doc, can you do that for us next time?
Yes, find that for us, Doc. So sometimes these unwritten practices become so common that people start treating them as regulations. But when you actually open up the rule book, you find they're nowhere to be found. And this is very true. Yeah. And I think this one...
Myth number one.
Myth number one.
Man or myth?
A group must wait for another ring to finish before starting. So we're talking about groups. So group judging, only one group can be judged at a time. That's what they're talking about. And that's actually a myth. It is actually very much just a courtesy. So the group, how many times have you heard people say, well, the group can't start because another group...
Can't start, the other group's in the ring, group 3 still in. Well, if they hold it for you, they're just... It's a courtesy. There's no rule.
Yeah. There is no rule. That is definitely courtesy. And you hear that you've heard that hundreds of times about
and people freaking out. Handlers freaking out.
Yeah, and it's usually handlers that are freaking out.
Oh, it sure is because they have dogs in most groups.
Yes.
So they start freaking out and because they want to get to their exhibits.
And that is why basically it is done that way. It's so that handlers can get to their exhibits and,
it's a courtesy. There are some owners that have two different breeds or different groups.
Yeah,
and it's a courtesy. It really is. So don't abuse it. Don't abuse the officials. You could ask them, well, can you hold until this group's done?
Yeah.
But don't abuse them and say it's a rule, because you might push it the wrong way and then you ruin it for everybody.
Yes. Yeah. The judge is not obligated by the rules to delay the group. If all the breeds assigned to that group have reported and are available, the group can proceed. So if you ever hear someone say they can't start the group yet, the answer is often actually they can. So, and that is probably the biggest misconception at a dog show, that you can't start the groups.
Well, this next one's pretty good too.
Oh, yes.
How many times you see people argue about this?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't hear you the first time. I didn't hear you.
I didn't hear you. So myth number 2 is you must be called 3 times before being marked absent. No. That's not a rule either. No.
It's not.
You are supposed to be at ringside, ready to show your dog. Yeah. It is not the responsibility of the ring steward to bellow out your number loud and clear, distinctly 3 times before the judge marks you absent.
Right. That's not it's a courtesy again.
That is also
courtesy on the judge's part and the steward's part.
Yeah. So it's the famous 3 call rule, and basically that is another courtesy that they give you time so that if you do hear your number while you're still in your benching area.
Coming, even if you are wearing a house coat, Luke.
Oh, never mind. I did that on Sunday. I was standing there talking to my good friend Carol Randall, and I was watching my ring, and then I forgot, the Labrador wasn't there. And then all of a sudden it was Goldens, then English setters. And of course, Hope was with me that morning. So I got to yell at her, get my number. Because why would I wear my number up to the ring? I don't know.
Eagles are in the ring
now. So let's see. Many ring stewards will make multiple calls because they want exhibitors to have every reasonable opportunity to get to the ring. It's good ring management and good sportsmanship. But there is no requirement in the rules that say a steward must call an exhibitor 3 times. In some situations, a steward may make several announcements. In others, they may make only 1 call. If you're not present when the class is called, you can be marked absent, which is why exhibitors should never rely on hearing their name, their number multiple times over the loudspeaker. The responsibility,
Yvonne.
Exactly. The responsibility ultimately falls on the exhibitor to know where they need to be and when. The other thing that kind of goes with this, that often, if you have a dog that you've moved up, and you know your dog has moved up, before your breed starts, go up to the ring steward and make sure your dog is moved to special. And also, because not just on the ring steward's copy, because sometimes that copy is definitely missed. So the ring steward will sit there and call your dog still in the classes, not realizing that it's been moved up. So be kind.
And I've seen it happen.
Secretaries have a lot of work to do, and that poor ring steward just probably didn't know that they didn't get
on their sheet. They're not going to know.
Yes. So as a responsible owner, if your dog is moved up, double check it before the breed starts, not 3 classes in or whatever, or 2 seconds before your class. Because if your dog wasn't moved up and it was supposed to be, that takes time. Because now we have to go back to even though I think there's the show secretaries, whatever, they can mark the books now, but it still takes time. It's going to be a delay. So be nice about it and make sure your dog's moved up. So why do these myths persist? Most of these misconceptions start with good intentions. Someone learns a common practice, sees it happen repeatedly, and assume it's a rule. And that's definitely the way.
Well, there's no question. Our whole lives have been group times. Like until there were some shows that had definite group times, and then it used to be it could go 15 minutes prior to that group time or something like that.
Yes.
And then that was straightened out. And now when there's no group times, sometimes judges catch up to other judges and they end up at the same time, and they're allowed to proceed if they want to. So don't push it, people, because they will.
Yes,
Human
exactly.
nature.
Yes. So that information gets passed from exhibitor to exhibitor, mentor to newcomer, and before long it becomes everybody knows that's the rule. The problem is that customs can vary from show to show, superintendent to superintendent, and from judge to judge. So those are some of the very prominent myths that happen at dog shows. If that happened at dog shows. Yes. So we've got some other rules.
Thayer, but you think I'm lisping, don't you?
Yes. Well, I thought I saw a pretty tat. So that's the rules for this week, and then we'll have some more. We're hoping everyone's enjoying our rule extravaganza.
We need rules around here.
Everybody needs rules. Everybody needs rules. Anyway, so that was the topic of the week, sponsored by Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, where your success is our success. What the heck happened to my hair? I don't know.
Nothing happened. Why?
Yeah, it's like, like a helmet now on your head. All right. So now finally to my favorite part. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. From Kennel and Bench, July 1972, brought to you by Pro Plan, Fuel for Life. Take it away, William.
From the Kennel and Bench, July 1972, Blue Book of Top Winning Dogs.
I was 2 years old. 2.
Yeah, there you go. The suspense is over once. This is advertising the top 10 I'll breed. Probably, I don't know if it's dogs in Canada, but it's probably dogs in Canada because it's from Kennel and Bench. Yes. The suspense is over once again. Here are the results of last year's show's competition. Now, look how spoiled we are now. You're not finding out who the top dogs are from the previous year until July. So the system we use for establishing the top winning dogs is based on 1 point for each dog defeated from best of breed to best in show.
Statistics were compiled by Mrs. Joan Morden. Remember?
Yeah, Tannenbaum Miniature Schnauzers from Milton, Ontario.
Milton. Yeah. Based on official show results as published up to and including April of 1972 issue. Because that would have been when the December shows would have been published by then. Because it took time.
We are spoiled now.
Spoiled. Yeah.
So let's go through some of these top dogs. Top 10. Yes. Number 1 was Canadian American Bermudan. And back then, it was a big deal being those 3, Canadian American Bermudan. And it was Lullhaven Snow Mist Ensign, a Samoyed. 8,304 points. I wish we had the owners here. Do we? No, we don't.
No,
so
it's not
fun. Number 2 was the Doberman Pinscher Champion Schaufflin's Troll Arabesque with 4,620. Well, the Samoyed really smoked them that year.
They smoked them. It was double the points.
Was Troll Arabesque was owned by Joey Purdy. Dobermans. Oh, okay. Very famous. And 3 was the very famous Irish setter, Canadian American champion Drehearn Bachelor Boy, owned by the Threckles, Colonel Threckles, 3,828 points. Did you know that Ken Murray, friend of the show, was the original owner of Drehearn's Bachelor Boy?
No, I didn't. And he would have got her from Lucy Jane Myers, from Duluth.
But Ken Murray won the Golden Leash Award with it. It was his own dog.
Oh, really? I was unaware of that.
Yeah. And then there was Canadian American champion Davos Baroness Zariba, the Great Dane, with 3,166 points.
I recognize that name.
Yeah, I want to say Judy Killer showed that dog. I could be wrong, but But I want to say that she had something to do with that dog. If she didn't show him all the time, she did show him. Mm-hmm. Then the Afghan Hound was number 5, Canadian American champion Amin Hall Nomad. And Nomad, who showed Nomad? I think that was Carol. Was it Carol?
Oh, I can't remember now. Carol Hollins?
Carol Graham.
Oh, Carol Graham. And that, look at how tight that race was. That was 24 points separated those 2 dogs.
Number 6 was Canadian American champion Burwood's King of Spades, the boxer, with 2,815 points. That dog doesn't ring a bell of who that is. But number 7 was Canadian American champion Prime Target of Escapade, a miniature poodle, 2,687. That's Grace Edwards' kennel, I believe, Escapade.
Oh, okay.
And then the Dachshund, Von Dixoner's Stardax Jacob, standard smooth Dachshund with 2,500 points. I believe that was Ed Dixon's own dog. I think that was his dog.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but someone let me know if I'm wrong.
This
Number
is
9 is American Canadian champion Valtham's Powwow,
Not that easy, is it?
boxer. Pardon? I just did it phonetically, Yvonne. I figured it out. It was all good. 2,421 points. I don't have any recollection of that dog. And then number 10 was a Canadian American champion, Sirhan Porchai. Is that what you think that would be? How do you say that name?
Porchai.
Borzoi, 2,350 points. And that dog doesn't ring a bell either, but that doesn't mean anything.
No.
It looks like there was no toys in that top 10.
Yeah.
So the top toy that year was a
Sansuki
champion Sansuki's little bit of idol with 1,365 points. And who was top terrier?